Alright TM Nation, this is the newly released W King BT226 Bluetooth speaker, and I picked this one up because I've always had good luck with their speakers. If you take a look through my channel, I've done videos on several of them, and all of them provided excellent bang for the buck with the features and the performance that they brought to the table. This was my first time picking up one of their smaller Bluetooth speakers, and for 50 bucks, I can definitely say that it's one of the best sounding ones that I've tried at the size at the price point. I do have sound samples that I'll provide just a little bit later, and I think that they will surprise you with just how loud this little guy gets and how clean it is overall. But for the spec highlights, it will give you up to 20 hours of use on a charge. It is IPX6 water resistant, which makes it great for use at the beach or the pool. It's packing 36 watts of power, and it also features a stereo mode that will allow you to connect two of these together wirelessly, which is always a dope feature to have. Design wise, it really reminds me of the TrebLab HD77 speaker that I've done a few videos on in the past, but the design is where the similarities stop because the internals with the W King speaker have been upgraded. I do appreciate the fact that you have all of your controls right on the top of the speaker so you can control your tracks, your volume, and more directly from it. And it does come with a strap inside of the box too, so if you want to attach that and make it easier to transport, you have that option. I will say that in most cases that I go ahead and leave the strap off because the design of the speaker makes it very simple to pick up even with one hand, so I've never felt the need to install it. With the Bluetooth 5.4 connectivity, I haven't experienced any noticeable latency using the speaker to watch YouTube videos or Amazon Prime movies on my iOS or Android devices, but it does not feature a low latency mode or anything of that nature, so if you're a hardcore mobile gamer that plays a lot of fast-paced shooters and things of that nature, using this speaker for that purpose is probably not going to yield the best results. And right now is a great time to buy this speaker because it's on sale for $100 off, which makes it a more realistic purchase for someone like myself that cannot see spending $300 on a speaker of this size, even though it's one of the best that I've tried. Design-wise, Marshall speakers in general provide that luxury vintage type feel that I do think looks good in most environments, and it does feel well made and sturdy in the hands, even though it's not the lightest speaker that I own at this size, coming in at about 4 pounds. Another thing that I like about this speaker is the fact that it does have a built-in microphone. That being the case, you can take and make voice calls directly from it, and that's a feature that you don't get with some speakers that cost a lot more. But as always, I did go ahead and take a couple of samples just so that you guys can judge the quality for yourselves. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the speaker paired to my iPhone 16 Pro, and as you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming from the microphone on it. The room right now is relatively quiet, but what I want to do is go ahead and spin the speaker around to see if that impacts the way it picks up my speech. And I will go ahead and do my background noise test after this. Give me a moment. Now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. This part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphone on this speaker can block out some of that noise while focusing on my speech. And again, I'm just going to spin the speaker around a little bit to see if that impacts the way it picks up my voice. And we will upload this, check it out, and you guys let me know how it sounds. Have you heard better? Have you heard worse? Let me know. For the sound quality, unfortunately, this speaker is not compatible with the W King app, so you can't create your own custom EQ with it, but it does feature two different EQ modes. I pretty much always leave it in the first mode because that gives me a more robust and lively sound than the second mode, which is flatter overall. And in case you're wondering how you go ahead and cycle through the EQ modes, you can easily do it by pressing the pause and play button 2 times. Out of the box, it provided that lively sound that I was looking for, that is more on the brighter side, and the bass is definitely there with this speaker too, because I can hear the punch and rumble with it on the low end, and that is not something that I can say about a lot of other speakers that I've tried at this size, so I only put it in the second mode for testing, and then I switched it right back. I also like the fact that it does not distort much, even when you max it out, so in the sound quality department, this speaker performs very well, in my opinion. So all in all fam, I am really pleased with this pickup. Like I said earlier, I've always had good luck with W King speakers and this one is no exception. It's giving you that solid battery life. You do get the built-in microphone for voice calls and it's IPX6 water resistant. On top of that, it also sounds really good for a fraction of the price that you'll pay for a comparable speaker from Sony or JBL. If you're looking for something a little bigger than a mini speaker, but that is still portable enough to throw in a backpack, this is for sure one of the best ones that I've tried for under $100, and the fact that it was on sale for around $50 at the time that I made my purchase made it pretty much a no-brainer for me to add to my collection. Before y'all get on out of here, y'all do your boy Tecmo a huge favor and like the video as well as subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. I drop at least one video per week. I hope to catch you in the next one.